Hey guys, this is Hector from the Insert Name FC podcast here to tell you guys about Canada Dips. It is a great tasting, superior alternative to traditional dip using CBD in a way that is radical, enjoyable, and effective. It comes in 5 core flavors: wintergreen, mint, citrus, mango, and American spice. Canada Dip CBD is the new evolution in dip, allowing guys to enjoy great, long-lasting taste without the downsides. If you guys want to go ahead and try them out, use the code BellyUp20 at CanadaDipCBD.com. Once again, BellyUp20 at CanadaDipCBD.com, and you'll get yourself 20% off your purchase. Thank you again for Canada Dips for being a great partner of BellyUpSports.
What's up, everybody? It's Kelcey from the High Low Sports Podcast, and Hector asked me to give you guys my 3 up and 3 down for the Serie A jerseys, which is obviously one of my favorite things to talk about in the world is jerseys, new jersey designs. Some of them are really great, some of them are really bad. Italy has a history of being very fashionable, and as people know, fashion can be in the eye of the beholder. So with that in mind, I'll jump right into it, and just keep in mind these are my opinions. I've already seen my opinions disagree with a few of the best lists out there and a few of the worst lists out there. So we're going to start with the bad because we'd rather get the bad news out of the way first. I think that's just how we all feel. Maybe. I don't know. Maybe it's just me. But anyways, I'm going to start with the bad. And I'm going to start with Lecce and their away jersey. I don't hate it. It's not the worst thing in the world. But at the same time, it's very boring, very simple. It looks like a training kit in a lot of ways. The white sublimation design I'm okay with, but I don't love it. It is definitely one where you look at it and I feel like I'm looking at a Serie B team. You're in the Serie A. You're in the Premier League of Italy. I don't need all the jersey designs. I get it. It's how you fund yourselves. We've already had issues with Serie A teams being able to fund their teams, but it just feels like there's too much. There's 2 jersey sponsors plus a sleeve sponsor. Just too much for me. And then I don't like the Germany colors on an Italy kit. That's a little strange to me. Then moving on, I'm going to go on to the Inter third kit. Now, I don't usually hate on kits that are yellow and black. But when they don't fit with the color scheme of a team, I have problems. Inter Milan has been blue, white, and black, blue, white, black, and gold, blue, white, and gold in some combination. And I do mean gold, not yellow. This isn't, for you American football fans, this isn't Pittsburgh Steelers gold. This is actual gold, like the New Orleans Saints gold, where it's a gold with a flake and a sparkle and a shine. These kits aren't it. These kits are mustard yellow, very Borussia Dortmund, with black. Problem for me with these, is they then use the Inter Milan blue on the Nike third design they use this year for the Nike crest, which is just a downwards facing Nike swoosh, which don't get me started on that. That's a whole nother issue. As a Liverpool fan, I see it and I'm just like, why? I don't hate the designs on the kit, but it looks very much like something that was high fashion, which, as I said early on, is not necessarily always something that works for the general populace. For me, I could probably care less about a lot of high fashion designs. I wear black most of the time. It's just what I do. But I just feel like this is just too much going on. There's not a simple pattern with this, or not a straightforward pattern. It's a lot of splashes of patterns. That's where I have a problem with this. So that's my second kit. This is the Inter third kit. And moving on to the last one, and this one I probably have the most problem with, and that's just because it's the colors. Fiorentina. Why is a team that is heavily known for purple and gold and white with a splash of red going with a third kit that is straight red? There is no red difference. This is like fire truck red with a white logo, which is fine, but then with heavy purple accents. The royal purple color does not match well with the fire truck red. It just doesn't look good. It looks like something that's a mistake. And maybe it's just the colors just aren't complementary enough with each other. I think this is a jersey that would have been fine if there was a little bit of gold just kind of piping it and just making it separate. Or maybe use the white for the collars and go with the red and white design with a small splash of purple. But I feel like the purple is so heavy on the collar and the sleeves that it doesn't work for me. I'm not a big fan of it. And yes, I know Fiorentina's colors have always had the red fleur-de-lis on a purple crest or purple and white crest with the gold. That's fine, and it's used in a splash. That's okay. But if you notice, their crest is mostly a white field with purple accents and a red fleur-de-lis. The jersey is not that way. The jersey is bright red, and I've never liked red in a solid design to begin with. Very few teams have I ever liked that wear solid red other than Liverpool. And outside of that, Liverpool matches it with colors that work. This, to me, purple is not a color that works. This color purple is not a color that works with red. It's one where it's like a pastel purple, something like that. You can pull it off a little more. But purple and red in their solid forms where there's no light or dark difference here, not a big fan of that combination whatsoever. So that's why Fiorentina hits that 3 down for me as well. So just recap. Lecce away jersey, Inter third jersey, and Fiorentina third jersey are my 3 down for this year's Serie A. That's okay. Because now we get to the good news. The 3-ups. So my 3-ups, we're going to start with a classic. Juventus. The navy blue and gold. It's classic. It's simple. It uses the old badge design. I'm a big sucker for old badges, especially old badges that look good, like this one does with Juventus. I've always been a big fan of Juventus' simple designs, and this is one that I guess you can't call it simple because it is navy and there's a lot of the blue design in the background, but it's a classic design. It's simple in that way, and that's why I like it. Give me navy blue and gold, and I'm probably going to be in love with it, similar to black and gold. I didn't go black and gold in any of these picks this year, so I guess it should be progress. But at the same time, I do like this one. I do think it's a really nice, fashionable jersey for a team known for its fashion-centric designs. Juventus, a home jersey here. Love it. And then I love their commercials when they release this along with about 4 other teams with their classic stylings, even though Man United, yes, was one of those teams. Don't get me started, but I do like this one. Juventus home, my first one of the bunch. And next, we're going to move to another, I guess you could say, famous Italian team as well, known for its passion. And we're going with AS Roma. And I'm not going with just any AS Roma. I'm going with the away kits. This sort of off-white, eggshell white design with the splash of floral, pink, orange, mixed with the dark crimson red that they have. And then they color match the badge to the kit, which I love. I love anytime you color match a badge to a kit. AS Roma, to me, their away kit, the way they do their design, I think it's a very nice design. I think it's a very simple design. But at the same time, it's chic and stylish in the right ways. Whereas there's a simple pattern, unlike the jersey I mentioned before with Inter, where it's just kind of all over the place. With Roma's, it is very simple, very easy to follow. It looks good on the jersey. And again, the color matching of the crest to the kit, I'm always a big fan of. And last but not least, going with another famous team from Italy, but it's not their normal colors, which maybe I get complained about earlier. But again, guess what they did? They color matched everything. That's AC Milan's third jersey, and this gray, dark gray colored, stone gray color with the bright mint green. It's so sexy. I'm a big fan of this one. I love mint green when it's done right and on a gray. It looks really, really good. And maybe this is just kind of the Liverpool fan in me where they use the grays and greens as well in the mix of things. I love this AC Milan jersey. I love the stylings. I love they did the badge in the mint green and white with a little bit of that gray coloring in there as well. It just really sets up the jersey well. Big fan of this one all around. Hopefully Christian Pulisic scores a bunch of goals wearing this so that way we can see it a lot more. So that's going to be my 3. The Juventus home jersey, Roma away jersey, and AC Milan third jersey. Hector, I appreciate you letting me come on and do this. Hopefully, I'll be back on for another episode soon.